Okay, I'm going to talk about stuff. I might not stay on topic. I might talk about something and then change it. So there we go. But one thing I want to say is I think that in general, a lot of people spend too much time thinking about whether or not a group is doing this or a group is doing that, or a celebrity is acting one way or a celebrity is acting another way. And the reason why people do it is because they don't want to talk about their own lives. They don't want to mention stuff about how they feel about life. Instead, they want to talk about what a group is doing or what a celebrity is doing. And in the same sort of way, when people go to shows together or when people meet people at shows, the only subjects they talk about are the groups. They don't talk about what's happening in their own lives except for how their own life relates to the group that they're seeing. So I find that it's okay to do that, but is there a point in which you feel like your own life and what you have going on in your life is important enough to discuss with someone else? If you think that nobody else needs to know what you're doing, then that's fine too. But after a while, if I were to talk with someone and the only thing that we had in common to talk about was rock groups, and we didn't have anything else to talk about otherwise, it would eventually make me feel like looking at my watch and wondering when it's time for me to go home and say goodbye. Because I'm finding that I like to talk about entertainment and I like to talk about music that I like, but I don't only talk about rock music. I also like to talk about other types of music, and I also like to talk about what I think of other people I know, what I find attractive, and psychology and art in general. I like to talk about all that stuff. And so I would prefer to go to a place where the emphasis was on people getting to know each other based on attraction. Like if you felt attracted towards someone, that person could be who you talk to. And if there's someone who you don't want to talk to because you don't like them for some reason, then you stay away. So I think that since there's not a lot of opportunities for people to talk with each other except for when they're walking down the street or if they're neighbors or whatever, I think that a good way for people to try to at least get some sort of social situation is if they go to a show like a club show where the performer might be at the merch table after the show, and then you can talk to the performers and maybe give them some of your music if you do music or something. Give them some contact information. It's better if you do music, because if you're at a show that is music, you might as well have music in common with the performers. So then you can give them your music. Give them a CD, or give them some sheet music, or give them music. Okay, well, what if you don't do music? Okay, then maybe you're someone who only wants to go to a show just to see a show. Okay, if that's the case, you can still watch this episode, but it's not going to be of any benefit to you because you're not a part of what I'm talking about. You have your situation set up. You pay money, you go to shows, you might talk to other people about the rock group, and then you leave. You don't really get to know anyone well. You don't get to know any of the people at the show. You're just there pretty much the same as you're going to a movie. Why not instead go to a movie? See a movie about a band that plays on stage. And see a movie about someone who wants to go see a band on stage. Those are your situations. So why not do that? Why go to a live show if nothing of importance is really going to happen? The point I'm trying to make here is you have your life and you have other people around you. Why not try to get to know them? Unless you work all day and you're tired and the only thing you want to do when you get home is watch television or listen to music, and let that be the way it is. Fine. But I suggest, why not give people your music? If you have music that you want me to hear, let me know. I'll listen to it. I'll give you an opinion. But it ought to be your music. If you give me other people's music, like if you give me a file of music from your favorite band, that's not your music. You could tell me what your favorite music is from another band, but I'd rather hear your music. But I'm not insisting you do that, but I'm saying that instead of giving comments about what I'm saying and not saying much, why not try to further the situation? Why not try to tell me a little bit about yourself and why you like me, and let's see what happens. That's if you want to. Or if you want to, you can only listen to this episode and then go to sleep. That's fine too. But this has been an editorial, and hopefully one of these days you and me can talk about things other than only what I talk about on YouTube. Okay, take care. Bye.